you going? I'm Chris Maguire, your musical mentor. In this next video of making you a better musician, I'm going to be talking about tone. And unlike my other videos where it wasn't specifically aimed at one instrument or another, this one's more aimed at guitar players. The reason for this is that I find a lot of guitar players either think way too much about tone or way too little, and neither of those are productive. So I'm going to go cover tone, how I think about tone, what affects tone, and then to finish off some secret weapons that I use to improve my tone. Okay, so what is tone? Tone to me is what happens between when you hit the string and the vibration of the string and it gets into your ear. Seriously, everything affects tone, to how old your strings are, what kind of guitar it is, what shape it is, the size of the room that you're in, is it raining, is it really humid, just everything affects tone. Even your mood will affect your tone. Just everything affects tone. If you go into the recording studio and you're feeling really happy, that will come out in the recording. If you're feeling very frustrated, that will come out in the recording. Everything affects your tone. So the biggest thing that I want you to take away from this video is to understand that the biggest part of your tone comes from within you. Your tone is your tone because you are you. And your tone is in your fingers, and there isn't anything that you can do about that. So on some level you just have to embrace it, that's your tone and that's it. But you can always search for a better, purer tone. You can what I call is crafting your tone. So you take your tone and you're not trying to change it, you're just trying to add little bits to it, and really making it more palatable to another person's ear. So what's some things that you can do to improve your tone? Really, it's the little things. It's the little things that make the big things in tone, the biggest difference. The number one thing that I could recommend is cables, your leads. Buy good quality leads. There are so many good leads, really good quality leads out there, and it wouldn't be fair to name just one or two. Go into your music store and they will give you advice on what's a really good quality lead, and it doesn't really matter with what brand that you get at the end of the day. Another thing that a lot of guitar players overlook is pickups. When you buy a guitar off the shelf, 9 times out of 10 it's got stock standard pickups in it, and in my opinion they are rubbish. I don't like stock standard pickups at all. I always modify my pickups is one of the first things I do when I buy a guitar. You could get a pickup from us, the Music Academy, for about $50, and that will totally change your sound. So do some research before you go and order your pickups and whack them in your guitar. Do your homework first, but yeah, definitely think about upgrading your pickups. The next thing that you could do is make sure that your strings are fresh. That affects tone like crazy. If your strings have been on for more than a month and you're serious about tone, change it. Just fresh strings make me feel better. My fingers feel better on it, and I know it's one less thing that I have to worry about. Now, I use a couple of what I call secret weapons. The number one is an EQ pedal. If you want to dramatically change your tone in an inexpensive way, get an EQ pedal. You can sculpt it, you can set your EQs totally different to whatever sound that you like, and really personalise it. And that's what I'm sort of talking about, is an EQ pedal complements your natural tone and you just craft it a little bit. So get yourself an EQ pedal. Another secret weapon is another one that's overlooked quite a bit, as a noise suppressor or a noise gate. It gets rid of any noise that isn't a guitar note or a normal guitar sound. It really gets a lot of rid of a lot of hum, buzzing, anything like that. It really gets rid of. If you're using a lot of distortion, you need a noise suppressor. So that's my other secret weapon. I never play electric guitar without a noise suppressor of some kind. It is vital, in my opinion, to really looking after your tone. Apart from that, it's really just experimenting. Experiment with different pedals, and really searching for tone is really a journey. One of the guys that I look at for tone tips is a guitarist named Eric Johnson. If you can look him up, he is very particular about his tone, and I steal a lot of information from him and his setup and his approach to tone. And it does show in his tone. He's just got an amazing guitar tone. Hopefully this left you with a lot of tips, and running to your music stores to buy new strings, a noise suppressor and good cables. All up, if you got all of this, it will probably cost under, say, $400. And you don't have to get them all at the same time. You can go through it. I said it's a journey. So start off with good cables, maybe, an EQ pedal, then new pickups, go from there. But it's really just an investment in your guitar playing and your tone. And once you're happy with your tone, then you can focus on your guitar playing and your chops, or making up new songs. It's one less thing that you have to think about if you're happy with your tone. That's all I've got time for in this video. And stay tuned for the next lot of videos, and I'll see you then. Thank you. I'm Chris Maguire.